Here we have the 2013 certified Hyundai Equus. It's got about 35,000 miles on it. Here on the front, this is going to be your front proximity sensor. If you're close to something, it's going to give you the beep beep. Part of the certified inspection, we check, I believe it's 180 point inspection all the way through. Check tires on the tread, brake life, rotor depth, all that stuff. Have to replace it, bring it back to life if it's not to standards. Your trunk's got an easy soft button for entry. Rear view camera center mounted in the back. Massive trunk. It's going to give you your spare tire underneath it, as well as the battery mounted in the back. To give it a little weight distribution, better handling. You got backup sensors as well, so when you get close to something, again, it's going to beep at you, in addition to the visual for the camera that you'll get on the dashboard. Full leather back seat. You can control both windows from either position, one touch. Both back seats do give you seat controls, so you can move the seat forward and back. And the center console here in the back seat, and the rest you get storage with the 12-volt accessory adapter. You can control the audio system on the vehicle. You can do everything with the audio system. You can change what channel you're listening to, adjust the volume, turn it on and off, mute it. From the passenger side, it's intended to give you ease of access without someone in the seat, to be able to fully move the seat to your comfortability. Basically, this car is intended to have somebody drive you around without somebody in the front seat in your way. Let's pull that back a little bit. You do have limited control over the temperature in the back. You can adjust a little warmer or cooler than the rest of the vehicle, as well as close and open your vents. Heated seats for both back seats, and then your cup holder here and the rest. The rest does tuck away, allowing for a third seat position. All three seats do have a 3-point seat belt in the back. Get your map storage that extends out in the back of both seats. And in the roof here, you get your soft light for reading and cabin light in the back. And you also get 2 additional vents on the side pillars as well. Oh, and the ashtray, because, you know, luxury cars, they still put ashtrays in them. Does give you the proximity entry push button start as well. Basically, this button works as your unlock lock button. You never have to take the key out of your pocket, which is why the car was just crying at me. I walked out of the car with the key in my pocket. Gives you an indication that you left the car running. The driver's seat is not only 2-tier memory programmable and has a cushion extender on it, as well as height adjustable, but you also get lumbar support, and it gives you massage settings for the driver's seat. In the rear window, you have a sunscreen that you can raise and lower. On putting the vehicle in reverse, it will automatically lower to allow for additional visibility. You get your rear view camera with the 6-foot grid. Both front seats are heated and ventilated. With the Equus, you can adjust the height on your suspension, so you can raise and lower the height of the vehicle. And it also has what's called sport mode. With this, it gives you dynamic steering and handling, tightens up the suspension a little bit, makes your acceleration a little more sensitive, gives you a lot more performance out of the vehicle and handling and drivability. With your trackball here, you can control the entire telematic system. You can scroll through every setting in it: navigation, XM radio, the info and system settings in the vehicle. You get dual automatic climate control, so you can control either side of the cabin. And then with the 3rd tier for the back seat, you can, through your user settings here, you can lock out the back seat. So if you do have kids, grandkids, you don't want to push some buttons, you can go into your system menus here, lock out the back seat so that they can't mess with your radio and get your climate control all tweaked out. Now, on the luxury class Equus, you do have what's called smart cruise control. So your cruise control works setting it just like cruise control in any other vehicle. Get the speed, set it. With the smart cruise control, you use this button to set the distance between the vehicle in front of you and your vehicle. Say you're cruising down the highway doing 80, come up behind a car while you're doing 60, or while you got your cruise control set at 80, come up behind a car that's doing 60, the Equus will slow down to match the speed of the vehicle in front of you until you either move over to an open lane or they move out of the way. It also has what's called a lane departure warning system. With this activated, if you veer outside of your lane on a marked road, it will beep at you and give you an indication that you are veering out of your lane. You do get the Bluetooth. You get all your radio controls. You can rotate through your AM, XM, FM. With a voice command on the Bluetooth, you can tell it to call people. You can manipulate the navigation system, and you can also give it voice commands for the audio system. This has what's called an electronic parking brake. So instead of the old pedal and cable that you used to have, the electronic parking brake, you simply pull this. It engages the parking brakes on the system. When you put the car in gear, it will automatically disengage that system. With the auto hold feature, which is activated right next to that, and you can see it's on right now, with the car in gear, and take your foot off the brake, and it will not roll anywhere with the auto hold on. So this is when you come to a complete stop at a red light, a stop sign, a train, what have you. You can take your foot off the brake without worry of the car rolling around. And without the system on, car's in gear, it's going to start rolling on us. Rear defrosters will also defrost your side view mirrors. The Equus does provide you home link, so you can program up to 3 garage doors. You also get the compass and the tinted mirror. With the tinted mirror on, you get headlights beaming in on your mirror. It will tint out so that it doesn't reflect the light on you. And then you also get your sunroof. Full plush leather. Passenger seat is adjustable there on the door as well for forward and back, up and down. And from the back seat, you also have the control here on the side of the passenger seat, so you can move the passenger seat forward, back, and tilt as well. Again, the luxury cars, they're still hooking up with ashtrays. It's got the cigarette lighter there. You got your cup holders here in the center, and then in your armrest, it's 2-tier. You've got your higher tier here, gives you access for any charge cords to stick through. And then the actual storage compartment gives you USB port, auxiliary port, and the 12-volt accessory adapter. If you have any questions, give me a call, 513-464-4419. Ask for Justin. Set up a good time for you to drive the Equus. Make sure it's the car you're looking for.